Hello, everybody. We're live. Sorry, I was just running a little bit behind trying to get everything organized. Hi, Diane. You made it before me. Hi, Dar. Hi, Leona. Hey, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie. So, yeah, so I've got a project planned. I don't know how much will get done. Hi, Zen Jen. First of all, can you hear me okay? How's the sound? I've got my little mic on. And thanks, Leona. Hi, Shelley. Sound is good. I'm getting an ad. There shouldn't be a lot of ads. So if there is, then I'll have to go downstairs and do something on my computer. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Pamela. So this is just update first of what we did last week when we used the Dragon Eye stencil. So I finished up this one by adding the detail with the ink black Derwent ink tints and then activated with water, and then I cut them out. So I had like individual dragon eyes from that. And then this one was the one that was like a ghost print. So I also went in with the ink tints to kind of define those eyes a little bit. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I did do a reel and a short of the dragon prints from last time. And this is what I did this week. One of the things I've been working on this week is I did use some of my chair stamps. I've got a plan for these two, so I haven't done that yet, so I'll show that next time. And then this is a little cat I put in the chair. So the back is a gel print, that's a gel print, and this is a combination of two different stamped images. The black is on the gel print and the gold is directly on a gold print. Hi, Jeannie. And then I did some phones. So I did this one. So this one I just stamped on like an orange piece like that. And then I kind of painted in gold certain areas, and then I used the Inktense pencil to kind of like help it pop out. And then this is a little Porto steampunk guy from one of my books, and then that's a stamp from PM Artist Studio, and this is a stamp too. This is Safia's ink blot stripes on the bottom. So that's just using kind of just a brayer off sheet. And then I did this one, so it's not totally clear because I used embossing powder. So it's a little bit smudgy, I guess. And then that's on a black gel print, splattered some stars and threw on a couple like an astronaut and a moon. That one gave me ground control to Major Tom vibes. And then this one is the retro phone, stamped on red gel print. And then I put it on a backing of just some Oriental book page, or Asian book page, I should say. And then I glued on this gold tissue over top, stamped that. And then this is fussy cut from some some paper I won from Dee Dee. So those are what I've been up to. I'm also been doing a bit of coloring, but I'm not ready to show it to you yet. I'll probably show it next week. And next week we'll do maybe some more Halloween stuff. And then this is, I finally doodled that Kurtake Gansai Tambi Art Nouveau mishmash I had done. You guys like the cat in the chair? Yeah, that was fun. It's a cute little sticker set. I got it from Temu, don't tell anybody. I haven't ordered anything more from Temu. Hi, Mitzi. So that was fun. Fun. And what else? Oh, I didn't show, last time I got some happy mail from Zandra and I forgot to show it. So I've got it on this big board because she sent me a lot. And it's, these are cute little skeleton die cuts, some napkins, some ephemera. This is her girl that she made. And then some papers, some flowers, some ribbon. So I did post that on my stories. Thank you, Zandra. And I had a visitor this week. Lady True North Jan and her husband were in town. So they came over for a little visit and they brought us some well, I guess not happy mail, a happy delivery. So she got me 2 of these sets. One's for me, one's for my husband. And then some little book pages that have stamps on them. And then she made me this Peerless color, transparent watercolor book to take on travels with lots of pretty colors. I haven't swatched it out yet. So that's very handy, just tuck in your purse or your travel bag. And I think that goes with that. And then she handmade these balms, jointment melty bars. They make your joints happy. These flower bars are lightly dusted with cornstarch mix. Just rub on your achy bits and let the magic meltiness begin. So mango butter, and then she harvested her own St. John worts, poplar buds, olive and avocado oil, and she has some beeswax. Hey, Janet. And some dried pears, which are delicious. And then this book is quite large. It's a magazine from the UK. So it's got some really nice images, good quality book there. So thank you, Lady Jan. It was lovely to see you. Thank you for the goodies. All right. So I think that's what I've been up to. Today we're going to do a... Yeah, Zen, I know. I noticed that, Jan. Hopefully, won't do too much. I'm going to make a zine. So Dee Dee was showing some of her zines today. So I thought, well, I'll show you a zine that I've made for Dee Dee. Dee Dee's Coffee and Art in the Morning. Dee Dee is a busy bee. While streaming, she inspires you and me. I'm not sure when she sleeps. And then I just did little details of her streams and of her little kitty cats. Says Dee Dee's desk is fun. I wish Dee Dee would come to bed soon. So it's Malibu and Oliver. So I'm not sure when she sleeps with all the projects she upkeeps. So then I did little mini recreations of some of her projects. When she whips out her ink or paint, a fun animal will soon appear. And she can easily draw monsters, Poe, or Shakespeare. And then I wrote, maybe next year, non-dominant hand challenge. I don't know why I put that. And then this was one of my favorite streams where she did Zira and her hair was too big, so she cut it down. So I wrote haircuts optional. So Lindy, this is an example of a zine. Her imagination transcends all time and space. So again, this is a recreation of one of her collages. There's always a good laugh at Dee Dee's place. And it says, he, Wolfie, art books and journals galore. Thanks for all you do, Dee, from Devin Rex Art, July 2020. So this is a copy. So typically when you do a zine swap, you often do it on 8.5 by 11 paper. And then you can fold it up and send it in the mail. You send copies. So you send quite a few. And Janet, this is the one I made for you. Sorry, Lucy's barking there. Janet is the ruler queen. She'll make a mess to please Eileen. So I've got, don't forget to wipe their little noses for the spray. And then there's her crown. And then she's jelly plating here and doing trash art. It says, this is so messy. And Eileen saying, Janet, smack it down, now drag it, OMG. And Janet's giving her a little gesture. Smack and drag could well be her bane, but madrigals and pens give her happy brain. So here she's saying, just let me sniff some Finn's wax before my iced coffee. She's got madrigals and washi and her pens and her rulers. She also loves to watercolor and Zentangle. So some Zentangles and some watercolors. And I think monkeys are her spirit animal. So here's her beast and the sock monkey, and then Home Sweet Home Monkey Island. Beware trolls, she'll boot you right out of chat. Yes, Eileen was the original Bossy Butt because she's always got her streamers back. So here she is saying, okay, troll, you are out of here. Bye-bye. So she's modding at Dee Dee's, and then there's the rat mowing down her, I don't remember what bush it was. So that's an example of a zine. But today I wanted to do a Halloween zine, and the concept I have, I'm going to be using some images from a collage soup book. So it didn't really work to do this size. So I thought, what about, oh, where did it go? A 9, oh, I had it, a 9 by 12, but it wasn't, oh, here it is. Here's the 9 by 12 folded down, but it's not much bigger than the one from an 8.5 by 11. So then I did, well, what about an 11, oh, what is this paper? 11 by 14. So this is 11 by 14. This is just drawing paper. I'm going to try to jelly print on it. Hopefully it's going to stand up to it. So this is a little bit bigger. So I think it's going to have enough room for the elements I want to add to it. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Dawn. Dee Dee, did you miss? I showed the zine I made for you in 2020. I don't know if you remember this one, but I just was reminiscing today when you were showing some zines. Okay, and then I showed Janet's zine, the zine I made for Janet too. Okay, so we're gonna do 11.5 by 14. So this is the size. And I know Lindy hasn't done many zines, so you fold it in half, and then you fold it in half, and then you fold each side in and in, like it doesn't matter what direction, in and in. And then when you unfold it, you can, there's two ways to do this cut here. You can fold it like that and cut it with scissors, which is what I did here. Or you can do, you can use a ruler, like a metal ruler and X-Acto knife. So that's the size we're gonna make. So I'm not gonna do it on this one because I'm gonna do it Masterboard style, so not really knowing where the cuts are. So this is the paper we're gonna use. And we're gonna use, kind of like when we did the snark journal, we're just gonna use different, you know, sized and shapes. I'll probably start doing 8 by, I'll probably do one of these in the middle and then add more to it. Okay, so my concept is, I had in my brain, this is for Halloween, this is for a swap hosted by PM Artist Studio Facebook group, and you just have to send one, you're just exchanging with one person. So I thought, well, I can send them the original. I'll probably photograph my pages so that I have like a, I don't know, a copy sort of. But anyhow, so my concept is, if witches were fishes, and I made a little poem, and I'll just show you some of the images I'm thinking of using while I read you my poem, okay? So here it is. If witches were fishes, their cats would be too. They'd use, where is it? They'd use shells to cast spells and to cook up their brew. They'd have starfish-shaped warts, which I don't have that yet. I think I'm going to use a stamp, and I'm going to use like a smaller version of this one, perhaps. Okay, so they'd have starfish-shaped warts and ride seahorse for sports. So don't swim in green foamed ocean. It may be fish witch potion. So that's my concept. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to jelly print this. So we're going to cut it up, and then I was hoping to fussy cut some of these things ahead of time, but I didn't have a chance. This is a printable from Vintage by Me. And I've got a few other printables, and I thought I could use this for the warts, and I've got different stamps I can put in the background. So that's my concept. I don't know how far we're going to get today, but I actually printed it on the printer in a few different sizes to see, you know, what's going to fit better. And I want to ask you guys, do you like, they'd use shells to cast spells to cook up their brew or to cook up their stew? Hi, Star. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Sista. Hi, Lizanne. Yes, For Grace Creations is Dawn, and that's the creator that we swapped some items, and I made a journal, and I made a journal cover, and she also made a journal cover with what I sent her, which was kind of funny. Brew, brew, brew. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because originally I had stew, and I thought, oh wait, when I was typing, I'm like, oh, maybe brew would be better. So I printed both. So we'll do brew. Okay. Now let's get jelly printing. Now I didn't pick out my colors yet. I was thinking that I should try to match sort of some of these colors. So they're kind of like muted blues and oranges and greens. I want it to be very sea themey. That's not very muted, but even the seahorses are kind of muted. So I'm thinking if the background is like greens and blues, maybe some gold. Let me grab, let's see, maybe a bit of purple too. So I got purple. Got some blues and some greens, but we also kind of want to mute it. So we might add in some Quin Azo gold and some different things. We'll figure it out. Figure it out as we go. So I pulled a few stencils. And I thought the dragon eyes would be kind of a neat background for some of the, you know, the witchiness of this. So that's a 5x7. We used that stencil, the 8x10 last week, and Dee Dee used it this week. It was fun to see you enjoying that, Dee Dee. I was thinking too, like I could see using that in like a coloring page background, like a dragon page. You could use that with your inks, but anyhow, I digress. And then I thought this would be cool because it's kind of like sea foamy. And then of course my fish stencil, I think that's going to be the one we're going to put maybe in the middle and then layer other things on top of it. And then I thought this was very fun, kind of witchy vibes. That's the PM Art Studio Carry the Crafter Eyes Go Round. And we'll see. I think I'll save this for last, maybe stenciling on top. And one of my what's that called? Whimsical. The one I used in Lucy's postcard. I can't even remember the name of my own stencils. This one, the Hippy Dippy. That might work. So let's just start and see where we go. So let's start with a fish one. And then we'll add some other elements on top. Okay, so we're going to use the fish because they, remember, like when you do a zine, some of it's going to be, when you fold it, some of it's going to be right side up and some of it's going to be upside down. But with the fish, it doesn't really matter because it just means that they'll be going in the other direction. So that's why I thought that would be good for the center. So let me just put some of my papers in front of me to get some color inspo. Muted, greens and blues, but we want things to pop out too. Maybe black. Let's see if we do a brown. Thanks, Lindy. I have thought this out, Eddie. The poem's been in my brain for over a week, and my husband actually helped me with it a little bit. We kind of like would talk about it from time to time. All right, let's see what this blue with this little bit of brown. This is the burnt umber, just to knock it back a bit. That might be too much, but let's see. Looks kind of good. I don't mind it. Okay, so we're going to do that. And let's put the fish. And let's pick up some fish. Now I know the plural of fish is fish, not fishes, but it just worked better for my poem to say fishes. Hi, Rhonda. Barb says, if your nose runs and your feet smell, does that mean you were built upside down? Your nose runs and your feet smell. Oh, I get it. I'm a little slow. Okay. So that's a cool color. But I'm going to put, I think I'll put gold using pan pastels in there. And maybe some brown. Let's do some gold. Well, you know, we'll do gold like this, and we'll pick it up with brown, a light brown, or maybe a Titan buff would be good. Okay, so I gotta just get a bunch of this on here. I probably should wait a little bit, let that paint. Well, maybe we should do both sides since we don't know which side's going to be up, right? Hey, Roll. He says, when you write your own poetry, you can make up your own words. He shortens words when he does some of his poetry in other languages. Hi, Carla. Hi, Julie. Julie, you're getting ready for work, I take it. Now, do we want to do some of the spaces in black? Or should we just pick this up with the brown? Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that space in gold. Oh well, hopefully it'll be covered by a piece of collage fodder. Okay, do I have everything? Okay, pretty close. Okay, so yes, work today. So we have that. Now, do we want the background dark or light when we're adding in like different elements? I think maybe lighter because then we can always darken it. It's harder, it's a bit harder to go the other way. So I'm thinking some Naples yellow and some Titan Buff. Now, where's my Titan Buff? I don't see it. Titan Buff. Or tight and buff, as Patty Tolly Parrish would say. I wonder if I have to get more. Maybe we'll just do the yellow with a little touch of gray. Barbara says, why do we say we still have tuna fish sandwich but not a salmon fish sandwich? Because they're both gross. That's my answer. Hi, Elizabeth. You say fishes when you mean different type. Oh, okay. So we have different types of fish, which fishes? How many fish would a wish fish witch if a wish fish could witch fish? Okay, so I'm going to do that, and maybe instead of the gray, let's just do a couple drops of the quinacridone nickel azo gold. I just feel like the gray is going to be too muddy. Okay, so let's do this. Just kind of trying to random. I feel like that's not enough paint, but we'll just have to go for it and hope it sticks. If it doesn't, that's okay. All right. I'm going to center it. Yes, Barb, Julie, the pan pastels do come in metallics. I have the gold and the copper, and they also have a pearlescent. They have pearlescent colors, but they also have pearlescent, just straight pearlescent that you could add to other colors, which is what I got instead of getting individual pearlescent colors. Yeah, I don't know where my Titan Buff went. Maybe I ran out. Okay, so gonna let that sit. So I obviously had something else, maybe some black on my thingy, but that's okay. All right, let's get some dragon eyes ready that we're gonna maybe put in a section. And I'm thinking maybe some purple. And again, I don't know, when I fold it, I'm not sure where things are gonna be, how they're gonna end up. Lizanne said she finally bought some Cosmic Shimmer and she needs to rewatch a video that I did with masks and transfers. I have stenciled butter. I don't have Cosmic Shimmer, but I know Xandra has the Cosmic Shimmer and she does amazing things with them. So I think purple is always a good witchy color. Ooh, witchy fishy, she's got the light in her eyes. Ooh. Okay. So I'm hoping we can get most of this zine done. For those of you that came in a little bit later, I'm doing a zine using a 11 by 14 paper because some of my collage elements are a little bit larger. All right, let's just take that off. We're gonna let that dry. I don't think that's gonna, maybe I could have just done that a little bit more. Let's see. So we can always use those for something else. And then, sorry, my stream's doing that blackout thing. I think it's the StreamYard. I know Dee Dee had trouble with it. Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. Yes, I think gold would be good because it will, or maybe metallic white. Could do that. We could center this eye in one of the fish because we want to build it out, right? So if we did, could do cream. I'm thinking. And I think I'm going to not roll over these ones. We're just going to isolate these other ones. And maybe a green, a light green, like a celadon. I think celadon would be cool. I had celadon. Where did I put it? Maybe celadon with a bit of quinacridone yellow, because it would kind of blend it into that perhaps. Okay, so yes, it would allow me to see the gold behind, but I'm just going to be covering up this one. That's a good point though. I think you guys are right. I think the gold, let's do gold. And we'll do, I'm not going to do this part here. I'm going to do those. So let's use our small brayer. And then we can always use that celadon for the next thing that we do. Ooh, that's way too much gold. Now, when I go to photograph this for myself, for my records, it's going to be a little bit tricky because gold does not photograph the best. I feel like I need to just add a little bit of texture, just like that, just enough, just to make it, a little bit something. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Ooh, ooh, wicked woman. Sorry. Bye, Julie. Have a good day at work. You're probably gone already. So thanks for everybody for coming. It's great to have you here. All right. Now let's do something like that, maybe in black with the green. I think that would be cool. We could do half and then half. All right, let's get that started while this is drying. Just gonna move that like that. So let's use some black. I've got a little bit left over pan pastel here. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Now I haven't used this stencil before, so I'm gonna use a thick layer of black so that I have some that stays underneath it, because the first time you use a stencil, it will suck up quite a bit of the paint and not leave as much on the plate. So I'm going to keep this pretty juicy and hope that some of it stays. Do that. And let's just do this. The purchase of pan pastels. I bought mine at a local art store. You can get them on Amazon. They were bought out by Golden. And you can also use makeup from the dollar store or from wherever. So I got lots of black on there. Okay. Let's lift that up and hopefully enough stayed behind. Yes, it did. Cool. And I could probably brayer that off somewhere. My room is a mess. My room is a mess. I'm just going to do this in my my book I have on the side here. So it's nice and juicy. So that looks pretty cool, just on brayer off paper. Okay, let that dry. Let's pull this. Here we go. That's kind of cool. You can always like use some smudginess to fill in the gaps there. All right, so now we're going to do, we want that to dry, and then we're going to do half of it here and half of it there. So let's, while that's drying, let's do something with the little circle. Thanks, View. I'm all out of baby wipes. Let me just go grab, let's go grab some baby wipes. If you missed the beginning, I showed what I've been up to this last week. Am I all out of baby wipes? Interesting. Well, that is unfortunate. I should have bought some the other day. Let's see. I'll just have to use a paper towel with some water, I guess. How barbaric. Okay, let's spray. Hey, Jane. Ah! It's not the same as a baby wipe. Hi, Kathy. I know, no bueno. I guess we're just going to leave that on there. Okay, so what can we do with the circle? We could just do some bubbles. Do that. That's very circular. Let's use this. This is like an aqua green. And just a smidge of the quinacridone to just mute it a smidge. Do that. I know, I'm surprised I don't have any, Janet. I know I have one in the mudroom for Lucy's paws. So if I get desperate, I can always go and grab those. So that actually almost makes like a celadon green. So let's use, let's just use the Naples yellow to pick that up. And this is almost dry, except that I've got a lot of paint here. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, let's just do half that we're gonna use, and then we'll do the other half so it doesn't all dry. So let's move that. I feel like I'm shuffling. Maybe celadon and a little bit of this brighter green, light olive green. Okay, and that's going to be pretty opaque, but that's okay. We're going to just do it. Whoops, kind of turned. And a little black came off there. That's okay. And we need to just pick some of that up. Let's see. Diane, my family is like that with things. Okay. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Please feel free to put things in uppercase if you want me to read it. I try to read some of the chat that's going by, just so I know what y'all are talking about. Okay. And then this one, we don't have to pick it up with the same stuff, right? We can use maybe purple, because this is a zine, right? We want some variety. I want some variety. Let's use some purple. Maybe a purple and a bit of gray. And a smidge of metallic white, just so it's not too dark. And this is wet, so let's use this one. Let's make it kind of swirly. And if I had a baby wipe, I would do that. Let's do this. Let's do this over here. Do it on an angle even. Like that. Ooh. And Janet, don't you want to make a mess like this? Okay. So I don't mind that it's not all coming off because I think that actually looks pretty cool. And if we had a baby wipe, instead of that song, if I had $1 million, it's like, if I had a baby wipe, I'd buy you a yacht. We're just gonna kind of soften the transition there, I think. Yeah, and then we'll put the circle over here. And we shall do that in something muted but transparent. What would that be? Maybe just this light blue violet, although that's opaque. Or we could use this green. I'm thinking that's not enough change. Here, let's use this green, although it's pretty opaque too. All right, I'm having could use gold. Like I said, gold isn't the best color. Let's just use our Celadon, even though it's not transparent. No, it's not gonna have enough contrast. Okay, let's use gold. Let's use a different gold though. Let's use champagne gold. And then I can always wipe it away a bit. Let's angle it. Okay, so we're almost there. We've almost got our background. We want something here. I like this crusty purple. What we could do is we could even just kind of do something in that shape. So we want something like this. Let's use this one. This time we'll use the let's use the Celadon through the stencil. You guys all on the tour? Everybody still hanging in there? I don't mean to be ignoring you. Hi, Rhonda. So I ended up, Rhonda, I talked about at Dee Dee's about using a 9 by 12, but I decided to use a, oh, is that the wrong way? That's the wrong way because I have to turn it over. Should be, okay, let's just do the whole thing and then we'll figure it out. so we're gonna have to actually do here. So you want it to go like here, like whoo, whoo. Okay, let's use Naples yellow and the metallic white. Whew. Actually, that's not dry yet. Let's let that dry. So there we have some bubbles. And then we just want something here, and then we'll fold our zine and see if we need to add anything else. Just gonna let that dry. Now I should have fussy cut some of these things ahead of time. I know I'm going to use this sticker, so I'm going to cut off the border while I'm waiting for that to dry. So this is a collage soup sticker. And those that came in late, I will read my poem again in a moment. Where are you, Jane? Are you on vacation? Hi, Jolu. Put it in uppercase for me, or in caps for me, Jane, so I can see where you're at. So I'm making this zine for a swap in the Facebook group. Hi, Belinda, in the Makers of Mixed Media, which is the PM Artist Studio Facebook group. I will put a link to the Facebook group below if you're interested in making some arty friends and doing some swaps and posting some of your mixed media work. It doesn't have to be gel printed, it can be whatever. All right, so we got this guy cut out. Let's see, is that dry now? Yes. So again, I want to go this way, right? And then we'll hope that the colors will work together. And I said white, right? Metallic white. So like a light cream color. And then we can add some darkness. I'm just going to see if that's enough. So we need a bit more cover. That's pretty good. Might not be perfect, but we can always smush in some paint. So it's only going to stick where the paint was wet. So where the Celadon color was, that was dried, that shouldn't stick. Oh, Jane, you're in BC. Awesome. Is it raining there, or is it pretty? Is it okay? We've been getting a little bit of rain here lately. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands since I don't have a baby wipe up here. Da, da, da. So I've been working on coloring in Cute and Creepy by Camilla Del Recco. I've got a page on the go and I'm very happy with it so far. I'm having lots of fun. So I'll hope to show that completed page next week. I will probably post it in my Instagram and Facebook page before next week. And I'm almost done getting there. And then next week, I'm thinking, I don't know exactly what we'll do, but I'm thinking, I haven't really done anything in the Halloween journal. So maybe we'll do like some Halloween journal stuff next week. I should put these pan pastels out of the way. Just going to stack them. So I keep my pan pastels in these convenient containers, but I do try to put the lids on the way they came off, because sometimes the powder, especially the black, will contaminate. All right, so we've used most of the stencils we wanted to, and we'll probably add some. Hey, Lady J, I showed some of your happy mail. Not happy mail, the happy package that you brought. So that's just a bit of grunginess. And here we can just kind of just fill it in a little bit, and then we'll see. When we get our collage on there, we'll see if we need to do any more blending. I just didn't want any of the white from the paper showing through, but we do have a little bit showing through. All right, here we'll definitely have to add some paint. Let me move this out of the way. So that's our Gelprint Masterboard for our zine. Just gonna let it dry just a little bit more, so a little bit of heat gun. This corner definitely gonna need to do some work, but it depends what papers end up on top of that, right? Okay, I just need a little sip of coffee. I'll try not to slurp. Okay, let's fold this in half. Zine time. So this is going to be a little bit bigger than what I consider a traditional zine in the zine swaps that I have done. And if you want to see a couple zines I did for Janet and Dee Dee back in 2020, just check out the beginning of the stream. I did a little flip through of those two zines that I did in 2020. So those would be among the first zines I've ever done, I think. I might have done one before that for a swap, but okay, let's do. So I'm trying to line it up as best I can, and then push down the middle bone folder from the middle out. And then I'm going to do that. Again, fold from the middle out. So each page should be a little bit different. Okay. Folding is crucial, and I'm not the best at folding. And I'm not going to push it down too much. I can kind of jig it out a little bit when we're, okay, so now I want to fold, I want to cut here. And I'm just going to use the scissor method. Okay. And grab it like so. And did I go far enough? Don't know if I cut it far enough. Yeah, I did. Okay, so just going to give it a little extra folding in both directions so that I can not accordion, I can fold it. This one's being stubborn. This fold here didn't quite take. Okay, there we go. So that's okay. And then flip. So I took it like so, fold it. I do that, and then I try to feel which way does it feel better to fold. And then you kind of have to jimmy it a little bit. This is, let's see, let's try this way. Does it fold better like that? It's not bad, but I don't think I want, what do I want as the first page? So this is not going to be a wonderfully folded zine, but I just kind of really manhandle it and use my bone folder to try to squish it down. Okay, so that's going to be the first page, second page, third page, fourth page, last page. Okay, so now we need our ephemera. So before you guys get all freaked out that I'm cutting these, before the stream started, I went ahead and I went down to my scanner and I made a copy. I did a scan into my computer of each side. So I'm thinking I want her on the front cover. Hi, Christine. Okay, so I'm going to read my poem for you guys again while I'm fussy cutting. Here it is. If witches were fishes, their cats would be too. They'd use shells to cast spells and cook up their brew. They'd have starfish-shaped warts and ride seahorse for sport. So don't swim in green-foamed ocean. It may be witch or fish witch potion. So that's my poem. That's my concept for my zine. So we're going to start decorating it. We're going to add the words. I went ahead and I typed out the words on my computer, so that we just cut it out. I did a few different sizes, so we'll see what looks best. And I've got some little witch's hats, so I'm going to put a little witch hat on her. So at the in the makers group, we are doing a swap, and it's not a group, like you're just swapping with an individual. I'm actually in a three-way swap, so I'm sending to one person but receiving from a different person. And the person I'm sending to, I asked, like, do they like Halloween? What do they not like? And she said she didn't really like cutesy things. So I checked on her Instagram, and it seems to me she likes kind of quirky things. So we're going with a quirky Halloween themed zine. Speaking of Halloween zines, sorry, I can't look at chat when I'm fussy cutting. Miriam and Raul hosted a Halloween #Hallowzine. And I'm going to put my I'm going to Ross, if I do a hashtag Zine hashtag, so I'm going to do that, and then you can check out that hashtag to see other Halloween themed zines people have done on YouTube. Probably on Instagram as well. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit behind. Now I feel like giving her little boots. Like I want kind of like more like witch boots. I don't want her to have flat feet. So I'm turning her flat foot into like a boot. A boot. That's how us Canadians talk, you know, a boot. So this is a collage zine. You can obviously do like the ones I showed before, they were all drawings. Let's see how that does size-wise. Yes, our witch has to have heels, you know. Now, if I was super anal, I would cut this using a cutter. And we'll ink the edges of the words. I like that. It's a good start. I think it's a good start. Let's get her a little witchy hat. So I printed out some different hats. And I did them in gray and I did them in purple, well, in color. And I think, let's see, I think I'm going to use the black and white one. And then we can always use alcohol markers to colorize them a bit more, make them a bit darker if we want to. But I'm hoping to get the bases of the zine done. Okay, so we got that. That one or this one? I'm thinking this one. I don't know. This one has a stripe down it, though my printer didn't print great. That's okay. So rather than draw a witch's hat, this is a printable from, I don't know, some Etsy site. Okay. Let's not dilly-dally. Let's glue her down. Let's do it. We're here to make decisions and take no prisoners. Okay, so I'm going to ink the edges of my words. Now, and then we can outline it with Inktense too to give it a bit more dimension to the gel printed page. Okay, so do that. And I think I'm going to ink the hat a little bit. How are we doing for time? I don't think we'll get it all finished, but I think we'll get a pretty good chunk done. Just adding a bit more black to the hat. Get her done. Oh, bye, Diane. Good luck. I have to take my mom when I'm done streaming. I have to take her for some lab stuff too. So we'll do we want it like that? Let's glue that first. So when you're gluing onto Gelprint, you can't just use a glue stick. It won't stick to the acrylic paint. So I always use some Eileen's Tacky, and then I spread it with a glue stick. If witches were fishes. Okay, let's glue this down and then we'll decide how to do the hat. Thanks, Christine. And I know fishes is not really the plural of fish, although someone mentioned that when you're talking about different species of fish, you can say fishes. And Raul mentioned that when you do poetry, you have leeway to make up some words. So we're just going with it. So yeah, I had the first line stuck in my head when I first thought about doing a zine for this, and it was just, I just couldn't get the, if, I think at first I was thinking if fishes were witches, but then I decided to change it to if witches were fishes. So we'll do that. Ooh. And then this isn't the traditional size of a zine. This isn't what I consider traditional. This isn't 8.5 by 11. This is what is it? It's 11. What did I say? What did I call it? It's 11 by 14. Let me get another piece of wax paper and we'll give it a good rub down. Okay, and later I could come back with some of my stamps and I could stamp some stuff around like in the background. But I think for now I just want to get the basic done, although I'm thinking this would make good ground for her. So I'm just going to use that with some ink. Okay. All right, page 1. Although I do like to do an outline with my Inktense pencil, so I'm just going to do that at least around the words for now, or the bottom of the word. Let's just do the bottom, and I might come back later and add it all the way around and also do like the outside. So while it's wet, you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. Let's do this a bit more. Because you know the seafloor is flat, right? Okay. Let's keep going. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Hi, Susanna. All right, so that's page 1. And sometimes I'll go and I'll kind of trim the edge, but I'm not going to worry too much. So if fishes were witches, their cats would be 2. What size do we want? Let me just think about this. Let me just cut out the words and figure out which pages I'll just do a rough chop, a rough plan. Their fish would be 2, and then I thought I could do this fish and this fish maybe. So you can definitely do ink tents around your collage elements as well if you want them to stand out more, which is kind of why I tried to keep the background lighter colors. Just going to do almost there. We can add whiskers back in. I'm just going to cut them off for now. And I'd already used this piece, so his fin was slightly cut off. We'll just trim it. So these images are from Collage Soup. I'll just pull out her book in a second here. Excuse me. Their cats would be 2, so we're going to do that. Put 2 cats like that somehow. I think that's cute, and then we can outline them. Not sure about this color here, but no, I definitely like this one here like that. So their cats would be 2. Okay, so let's see what's on the next page. And then we're going to do, where's my words? Here it is. Then we're going to do, they'd use shells to cast spells. So I'm just going to rough cut it. Just sort of planning out the book. They'd use shells to cast spells and to cook up their brew. So I think we do that, and we've got some shells, and we'll figure out how to do brew. And then here would be, they'd have starfish shaped warts. And ride seahorse for sport. It's gonna go there. And then on the back, we have to do the final. So I think I'll use the smaller fonts to fit that on. So this one's a little bit smaller. So don't swim in green foam ocean. So I'll do that. So we'll do some on the top, one on the bottom, and then maybe we'll do like a potion bottle in there. Where is, I had that one. Ugh. Here, use one of these. And then I'll probably colorize it. I think this one or that one. We could use that maybe. So I'm not sure which potion. Or maybe we'll cut both bottles out. Okay, so that's going to be the back. And we could put these, we could put these feet here, like as if you're swimming in the ocean. That might be cool. I think we should do that. I think we should put like some people feet. Sorry, I'm planning. Hi, Shelly. So I'd fussy cut that, and I'd probably put, just gonna kind of rough cut this here a little bit. I can always reprint this. I put one behind, and then one in front maybe, but I'll colorize it with alcohol markers. And I think it works good because this is kind of green, right? Okay, so that's the last page. I'm going to put that somewhere where I'm not going to lose it. Put it right up there because I can't really tuck it in. Okay, so we got that. All right, let's, the next one. Their cats would be 2. And I'm pretty happy with those. I'm going to cut him. I wonder if we should colorize that. His tail. I'm not really crazy about his tail being that color. But let's ink this. All right. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. Christine said, I thought I saw a putty tap, but I didn't. I saw a putty fish. I like it. Should we put a witch hat on the fish too? Hi, Colleen. Oh, I think I saw you earlier. Let's cut out this hat and see. I do have more of a purpley hat too. What do you guys think? Do you think like a hat on this one? I'll bring it down a little bit. Do you like a hat on this, on that? Or we could even do, let me spread out my pages here. Let's move the jelly prints out of the way. The jelly plates, I should say. And then I also had this little house here. I thought that would be cute to have in the background, maybe on the wart page. Well, we'll do one of those houses. Where was I going with this? I was going with, I'm going to make that a different color. I think we want to paint that out. Maybe green and gold. Let's just use, a paintbrush and some Celadon. I don't mind if like a little bit of the yellow peeks through. I just didn't like that much. Okay, even just like that, I think is good. And then maybe a little house here would be cool in the, maybe we don't wait for the next page. What about this little house? Let's try it. And I did mention that I scanned these pages before I started cutting them, just so that people wouldn't get upset that I'm cutting these images. This is what they're for, but we can use a few houses. I just think that it, just the way that purple is there, I want it to have a purpose. So I could do that. What do you guys think about the hat on the fish, on the cat? Hi, Butterroll. Okay, if people like the hat on the fish, type in hat or put a picture of a hat. Shelly likes the hat. Hat, Jackie. Okay. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. Let me just, where's my scissors? My fussy cut scissors. Here they are. Cat in a hat. Everyone's saying yes to the hat. Okay, I'm just going to cut out this shell here. Run. Now my son is home and I don't know if he's making lunch for himself or if he's doing the dishwasher. So I apologize for that noise. Okay. So everyone's saying yes to the hat. All right, let's glue this down. Now, I often tend to, I just can't help myself. I make my words straight. I'm going to make my words straight, at least on this page. Cats would be 2. So even though this is a sticker, you still have to use the tacky glue. Can you guys hear those dishes really loudly? I can ask him to stop. I know he's just trying to be helpful, but. Oops, I squished it. And I wrinkled it. Oh, I need to cut this one here. Oh gosh. Sun. So Shelly, are you talking about your cat, Sugar? You showed her, was it your cat you showed something, or? I feel like I am missing out. Okay, and then we'll do. So I'm using this wax paper to glue, and I try to rotate it and let areas dry. We're on a mission. Devin, a fake black cat you have on your front porch. And Sugar wasn't impressed? Was she like, did she just ignore it? Because it doesn't smell like a cat. Cats are pretty smart. I once saw this Instagram thing where they had a rug that looked like a hole, like a spiral hole that went down, and they showed it to the dog and to the cat, and the cat just kind of like walked over it, but the dog was afraid. Like the dog was like, that looks like a hole. I'm not going on the hole. She ignored it, yeah. But the cat was like, that's just a rug. You can't fool me. Silly humans. Okay, let me get a piece of paper. Okay, I guess I got to glue this down too, don't I? I liked it when I had the Eileen's Tacky that had like a lid that you could store it upside down, but then that one ran out and I just have this one and I have to put it upright, and then every time I use it, I have to shake it again. So I'm just going to scooch it up to the crack there. So we can go around this. Just going to do it just a little bit. I'll probably come back and do this around everything, but I don't want to waste your time watching me do this, but I just want to show for people that maybe aren't familiar with Inktense, you can use it to really shade and pop things out a bit. I'm just going to do it on the whole thing, not just on the bottom part. Now I should sharpen this. It's not very sharp, but the water will move it into position. Okay, so let's do that. And then I'll probably ink all the edges. This brush is a little bit on the big side, but I'll cut this the edges, the extra off there in a second. Sorry, I'm so quiet. Yeah, I'll just do kind of the finishing touches on this one, on this page, and then a lot of the other pages I'll just do before I mail it to its recipient. And I wouldn't have to use black, like you can get Inktense in different colors. I could have used blue to make it more ocean theme or whatever, but I just feel like the black goes with the witch theme. And then of course I'll cut off these extra pieces. And let's just see how the inking looks. So just kind of like a messy, because she didn't want cutesy, she wanted something Halloween, but not cutesy. So we could, you know, I could stamp maybe some coral or something like here to kind of soften that transition. So there, it's not so abrupt. Could put a little bit down here. So you guys get the idea. A coral reef bottom, yeah. Okay. So that's page 2. Page 3. They'd use shells to cast spells. I think I might skip this page. I do have a shell picked out. But I want to do the seahorse page because I think I've got some fun. So I thought I'd probably do that and maybe put this cauldron in there, or I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to come back to that page. And we might put like one of these other fish. Maybe we do that and we put this fish here. We'll probably put her on that page. I keep saying her. And we'll give her a little hat. So I'll fussy cut her, and we'll kind of put that. I don't think I'll use this. I think maybe we'll put some paint in there to make it look like some sort of brew or something, or maybe have like an eyeball. Maybe this, let's cut out this yellow eyeball. Do that. Not sure. We could have bubbles coming up. I'm not sure about that page yet, so I'm going to just leave it for now. Okay, and then this one, They have starfish shaped warts. All right, seahorse for sport. So let's do the seahorse. I want to do the seahorse on stream, see how it goes. Okay, so I had some seahorse. And I thought we could put one of the fish with the legs riding the seahorse. Where did my leggy fish go? I should have, no, there's one there. There should be another one. Two, I thought we had four. One, oh, here it is. There's this one here. Oh, he's going the wrong way. Maybe he could ride. He has to ride one going that way. Or we could do, we could do this one. Okay, let's try this one. So I think we'll just get this page kind of ready, this section, and then I don't think I'll have time to like glue it down, but we'll get an idea of where this is going. And then next week, I have to check when I have to mail it. I might wait to show you guys the finished zine next week and then mail it after that. The person that is getting the zine, I don't think they watched my channel, so they probably, this shouldn't spoil their surprise, I don't think. Okay, so this is a, the one that I'm cutting out right now. I scanned it and I printed it out and I resized it. So if I don't like this size, I can still do that. So I took this picture here, this full page one, and I scanned it into my computer and then I reprinted it. So if I don't like the direction that this one is facing, then I can always just reprint it going the other way and I can resize it. But I just want to try this. We're going to audition. Okay, let's cut out the seahorse. And I did scan these ones so I could print them and flip them too. I could resize them and if I like a different one better. But for now, let's just do this. This is a lot of fussy cutting, so I think I'm just going to rough cut it and I'll finish fussy cutting it later. I just want to try to see how that looks on there. So this is kind of why I tried to do my Gelprint Masterboard pretty quickly without too much thought, is I wanted to really focus on the collage elements. Is everybody else doing, thanks, Leona. Everybody else doing any Halloween type projects? Just put it in chat, share with people what you're doing, what you're working on. Okay, so we're gonna definitely cut this out a bit better after. Just gonna kind of rough cut this guy here. So he's gonna be riding. What I could do is I could bend this leg here. Let's uncut this off. And we'll do kind of do up like that. Let's do that. Let's cut this one off too. So we have our fish. I want it off though. Maybe they're standing on the seahorse. It's hard because seahorses are very vertical. This fish needs this fish witch needs some knees. I'm gonna give her a hat, see where her hat goes. Okay, so this hat is going to be like that. It's very squishy here. I think I'll have to put it kind of like that. And then we have this leg behind like that. Okay, what do you guys think? I know this one's hard to see, but once I fussy cut it, do you think that'll look like the fish is riding the seahorse? Definitely have to. I wish it was a different color because that's really blending into the gold. But like I said, I can outline it and bring it forward. Lizanne likes it. I kind of want some forward motion. Christine likes it. Yeah, if I outline it, or if I resize one of these other ones, and then flip it on my computer. Maybe that green one. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So we'll have that and ride seahorse for sports. So we're going to have, they have starfish shaped warts. So I think what I'll do is maybe I'll put in this big one, or I need like or I could just put, what I could do is I could just put like a star shape on here and maybe do like a seahorse in the background going the other way. Yeah, so we have some options. Okay, so that's going to be this page. Yes, we're definitely going to outline it. And then we'll figure out how to do the seahorse, the starfish shaped warts. Okay, so in review, here's our poem. And then I think I'm going to call it a day unless people have a question. So we've got if witches were fishes. So I'm going to outline this at the black too, like we did on this page. Their cats would be too. This page is they'd use shells to cast spells. And then we'll have like a hat on this one. And to cook up their brew. Maybe we'll do another like potion bottle. So we might do a potion bottle in the corner and make sure this one has a hat as well. This hat's purple, but it kind of goes with that purple there. Okay, so they'd use shells to cast spells and to cook up their brew. They'd have starfish-shaped warts and ride seahorse for sport. And then the last one is, so don't swim in green foamed ocean, it may be fish witch potion. And then we're gonna fussy cut and colorize and all that. Maybe we'll have these kind of floating. Maybe this is the ocean. And we'll have these legs coming in like that and have this like on the border. So these are just kind of like floating in the ocean. All right, that's my plan. Oh yes, I didn't show the book. Here's the book where these, a lot of these images came from. Some were digitals from Etsy or whatever, Fairy. So this is the book. So there's lots of other cool things in here. But we worked on a zine today. Thanks, CB. Happy birthday. Just kidding. So we got a good start on the zine that was made from a 11 by 14 piece of drawing paper. This drawing paper that we gel printed kind of randomly. Then we folded it, cut it into zine form, and now we're gluing, collaging, and decorating. So I'll show you guys the finished zine next week before I mail it out to my swap person. And next week I should have my coloring page finished as well to show you, inspired by Cat and Paste. She inspired this coloring page that I'm working on, and it's going well. I'm excited to show you guys how it's going, and I hope Christine will be proud of me. It's not good, it won't be as good as hers. Just putting it out there. So yeah, so this is a little quirky zine, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, even if I wasn't, I was kind of busy. I wasn't watching chat as much as I'd like to, but I really appreciate you guys being here and watching my channel. For those watching the replay, thanks for watching, and yeah, have a great day, everybody, and stay safe, and yeah, just take care of each other and your friends and your family. All right, bye.